Hello everyone, this is Mosier, J.Terran. I'm the first person in history of the world to scientifically discover how gravity works, and I have over 2 forms of tangible evidence. This video today, I am presenting my first big scientific tangible evidence of how I found the pyramid within stone. The 3 points, they're magnetic points, and they face south, creating a down V. So we'll get right into it. So folks, how this all started had to do with Edward Leeds Scallon, and I was trying to figure out how he levitated the stone, and Mosier is connected to a coral castle. So anyway, I said, well, if I use my aura, this was from years of experience and reading auras and the pyramids, and it was just me. And I says, well, if I sit in front of this stone, maybe it'll levitate using my aura, right? I didn't know. That's all I knew. Okay, that's all And I did this in 2012, and I started doing this every from midnight to 3 in the morning. That was my starting point. Most time I'd sit for an hour, but I didn't know which way to face. And eventually I found out if you face south where the sun is, that's, anyway. So Edward Leeds Scallon said he worked from midnight to 6 in the morning. So I said, well, that's where he levitated. So anyway, so eventually this is how I did it. All I did was sit here, and I did this twice. There's another stone that I got at random. I have all written documentation and video documentation over a 2-year period of how I did it to another stone also. I found the 3 magnetic points within also. I no longer have it. So anyway, we'll get into it. Yet over time, it was about 12 hours that I found out that I found the 3 points within stone. So, science tells us to discover the unknown, yet when the unknown becomes a discovery, many disbelieve. J.Terran. This is my book, Ancient Mysteries Revealed. It's page 140. One of my wisdom quotes. My wonderful story begins with the knowledge we are not alone in the universe. We are surrounded by billions upon billions of stars, and these stars shine ever so brightly like our own star in our solar system, the sun. With my own knowledge and wisdom, I believe among these billions of stars there are planets orbiting them, yet some astronomers say it remains a possibility but cannot be proven. Everyone can't deny that the universe contains billions of stars, yet the question still remains, how does gravity work? So folks, how does gravity work? All matter consists of a magnetic electric effect, both negative and positive poles, and they twist from left to right together, as does our DNA. The sun consists of a complex magnetic field, and it is this magnetic field from the sun that affects all matter on a planet to remain grounded, causing gravity. So simply, folks, the sun causes gravity, and all matter, sunlight, okay? And all matter is made of 2 north and south poles, okay? And we're connected to the planet, okay? Now, the universe flows from positive to negative, from the sun to the earth. All negative stone, dirt, dust is a negative charge. The sun is a positive charge. So the universe flows from positive to negative, but we're backwards. We still flow from left to right, from negative to positive. We have a positive aura, and we're connected to the planet. Animals and plants, we're connected to the planet because we grow up, right? And plants, dirt, are connected to the planet. Plants, they grow up to the sun, from negative to positive. And animals, we're connected to the animals. They also flow from left to right. Their left side's a negative. It flows over to the right. We're right side, and that's why most people are right-handed, and we can't. And this side is a negative. So anyway, we get right into it. Okay, folks, as I said before, the stone had no magnetic properties whatsoever. But the only magnetic properties on the boulder, this is it right here. You can see it. And they actually have two compasses, and they're orientated to the north. So if I have two, you can see I'm J.Terran self-defense. I've always told the truth. I teach laws and law enforcement. I'm not a scammer. I teach about scams. And I'm also a Taoist. So a Taoist discovered how gravity works. So what we're going into is right now, the pyramid is orientated to the north. And we're looking at this right here. Okay? And we're looking at this 60 degrees. Okay? And here, get up the shadowing. Here we got, it's part of what eventually I call the J.Terran symbol of the healing way. It's how I have tangible evidence of a healing process. Here's also a compass, and a back azimuth is 240. The pyramids actually have 8 sides, and if you're in the south, it's a negative, okay? And I'll get into that. Anyway, south is negative charge, so 60 degrees minus 8 is 52 degrees. That's the slope of the Great Pyramid, and I understood this naturally. It's right here. And this is that's when they discovered that the pyramid had eight sides during the spring equinox and the winter equinox. So we'll get right into it, folks. We're looking at this right here, and we're looking at this point right here. So I wanted a compass that I could look through. So I got a liquid filled compass. So I keep it orientated. I'm trying to see through the camera here. And when I come down on the point here, I keep it orientated to the north at 60 degrees. Now, I'm going to just swing it over here to the other point, and it's at 300 degrees. And then I'm going to swing it down to the southern point, and it's at 80 degrees. And I still keep it orientated to the north. I take it off, and this is what you get, folks. Okay? See the 8? That's the 8. Because you're in the south, you take away 8, and that's the slope of the Great Pyramid. So we're going to turn it over. And I've already showed you the 300, but I'll show you again. So again, folks, now we're looking at this here, the 300, okay? I showed you that in the 8, right? Okay? And again, here's the 300. This is what we're doing now. Before it was the 60, now we're at 300, okay? 300, back azimuth 120, okay? So 300 minus 80 is 220, okay? Still in the south, so you take it away, it's a negative charge. We got 220, and a back azimuth of 220 is 40. Right here, folks. 220 and 40, a back azimuth, and it is the azimuth to the Great Pyramids here, the slant. Okay? So, I'm going to go over it again. Now, as you can see, I can put this thing right here, okay, and I can put it here. There's no reaction. There's no reaction. There's no reaction, okay? It's only those 3 points. So we're going to orientate it again. Okay. Right there. We're going to swing it over to the other point. There's your 300. Okay. You still orientated to the north, just like the pyramids, right? Just like the pyramids, it's directly north, magnetic north, and then we'll swing it down to the southern tip. And there we get our 80 degrees. We get our 80 degrees, folks. So now, folks, moving on. Okay. We went over this, the 50-degree slope. We went over the 300, the 220, okay? And the 80 degrees, okay? Went here and here, okay? The 3 points I discovered created a pyramid facing south. So the yin-yang is seen as you are looking at the earth from the bottom of the earth, okay? So if you want it in sunlight, okay, we're looking at this right here from below, okay, if you're looking up, and a mirror image of it is this, folks. This is your mirror image. This is from above. That's what you're seeing, okay, because I have to do what? In the sunlight to see it, a mirror image. Okay, and you don't see it. So you have the 30, 300 degrees, and you got your 60. Okay, 300 and your 60. This is, I already explained that. This is the earth. And this is the sun. This is your mother and father. And that's what it's seen from above. Okay? And that's my symbol I created. I just understood it naturally. And I says, wait a minute, it had to do with Coral Castle. Okay? And Edward Leeds Scout's symbol. I said, unlike poles attract, you attract those surplus magnets from the sun that are smaller than a ray of sunlight. Our first father, that cause gravity. You collect them in your chi or your life force, and I actually seen your chi or your life force with the Chinese, I call it, and it's the same color as the what? Aurora Borealis. It's in my book how I discovered that. Anyway, in time it heals all ailments and diseases. It just takes time, and I have tangible evidence of that. So, Earth is Eden, our mother, and Sun is Father. Our parents took care of us. So now, folks, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to orientate the pyramid on the boulder to the north. Okay. Just sitting out in the open. This is actually just something to keep that level. Just some paper. So anyway, all I got to do is turn it around. It's pretty simple. See? Right there. Level it up here. Pretty close, folks. So what we're looking at now, okay, it's orientated to the north, okay? We're orientated to the north. So we're looking at this point here, okay? That point right there, okay? And if you're in the north, it's a positive charge, okay? And so 300 plus 80 is 20 degrees north is where the Hall of Records. This, and also the compasses swing both west in and east in on these points here. Here's the Hall of Records, and we'll get into this, but I'm going to show you this right here first. So I got orientated. So we're going to go to this point right here, the southern, northern tip of the pyramid on the stone, okay? We keep it orientated. And we're at 300, okay? Now, all I'm going to do is move it. Remember those points? I'm going to move it to the west. Sometimes a compass, and I'm going to move it over to the east side. And they swing in on each other, folks. And then if I want, I can move it back to, I just keep it orientated to the north. There it is. There we have our 300. Again, orientate it. And it swings in. It swings back. To the west. And there you get this, folks, here. Okay? They're in on each other. Now, you look at these dates. Okay? This one I discovered this. 2/7. This was 1/26 when I discovered gravity. All matter, how it works. All matter is made of sunlight, causes gravity, those surplus magnets. So we'll go down here, folks. So this is an article that was Wednesday, November 2015. They talked about a anomaly in Khufu's pyramid and the Hall of Records. Anyway, this was updated. It says here Wednesday, November 15th. I didn't find this article until it was around the summer of 2017. On that time, I discovered that the magnetic points on the boulder had certain azimuths. Okay, I always dated all of my written documentation when I made my discoveries. Then on 1/26/2016, after I scientifically discovered that all matter is a positive and negative poles, I then understood where the Hall of Records is. And it had to do more, but that's getting the short version. So, we found an anomaly at Khufu's pyramid. Scientists using infrared technology at the Giza pyramid in Egypt. The infrared team detected the impressive anomaly on the eastern side of Khufu's pyramid. It was this side right here. Again, they have the dating here, right there. And this was my date. That this was the Hall of Records. 300 minus 80, you got 20 degrees. And actually, this came from the Andromedans, a wise race of people just like us. Okay? and this is what they said, but it was what I read on Alex Collier's website, but I understood it for truth, and it has come. It's still a theory, but there is the tangible evidence. Anyway. So it was here they found the anomaly, and there it is right there. So they have two T-shaped megalithic stones. Okay, right there, folks. Taoism, flow of the universe, right? Flow. It's how the universe works. Okay, all matters two, both positive and negative poles. This I learned from the Andromedans, but I read about it. It took many years, and then I discovered all this. So now I have something to build upon. Okay, who built the pyramids? It was the stars, folks. Not people. Just the stars built it. Okay, why? They built to hide another planet. Remember we'll get into a point. You remember this, folks? Right here? Remember this west? Remember the compass swinging here? Okay. Okay, why is that? So that 40 degrees is our planet does not go from east to west. Okay? Our planet actually goes from 40 degrees to the 220, folks. Okay? That's what the pyramid, okay? That's the 220. That's why it's on that downside. The downside, okay? We went into that. Now, it's to hide another planet. Okay? We go like this around the sun. Okay? We go from 40 degrees and we go from left to right around the sun. Okay? Now, all the other planets orbit around our sun west to east. That's what this is, folks. Now do you understand? West to east. All these planets go west to east. Okay? West to east. Okay? And they orbit around the sun. We go from this. That's why the pyramids were built. It has to do with the sun. The stars built it, not people. So that we would travel around the stars, our parents. And there is another planet here to hide another planet. One moment, folks. I'm not here to change you. Only you can change yourself. Yet, they changed you in school, didn't they? Yes, they did. 2 plus 2 is what? It's 4. Through what? Understanding. Understanding. Having tangible evidence to substantiate your claims in public, throughout your life, and in a court of law. We'll finish up, folks. So anyway, how does this benefit, this discovery, scientific discovery of gravity, how it works, and what all matter is? This is what it is. Now, before this, I get into it. I'm Ch-Tel self-defense. So a Taoist, okay, Taoism, okay, it just, everything's little stuff, okay? You don't need to yell and scream. But a Taoist discovered how to gravity, flow of the universe, right? Taoism. So everything else is what? A belief system, as in make-believe. And I prove that with other, it's right in the dictionary. A belief versus what? Understanding. Belief, no tangible evidence. Words in a book is no tangible evidence. And understanding, you have to what? Have tangible evidence in a court of law. That's simple. So this is how the scientific, whether you like it or not, I'm not here to change you. I'm just offering what? Betterment. That's what I do, betterment. I can do pretty much everything. I'm a jack of all trades. Here's how you what? You replace your broken system with what? A mechanic replaces the broken part and replace it with a better part. So how does scientist discovery of gravity works, benefit our planet? Okay, I have a perpetual generator, folks. Perpetual. Not free energy, perpetual. This is wisdom, okay? And a small or big size, it will power homes or cities. This is a reality. And this week, I will be speaking with, contacting Generac Generator and getting the ball rolling and getting this started. I discovered air is 8 hertz. No more cell towers. Okay, you can talk anywhere in the world as long as you want. Air covers our entire planet. It is only a new start to build upon. Okay, folks. New phones like walkie-talkies. Okay. A newly discovered healing process that anyone can perform easily during the daylight hours in time over years, months and years, curing you of all ailments and diseases. I have tangible evidence. I've shown a video. I have more tangible evidence. Attracting those surplus magnets that cause gravity heal you. Okay? Now, this is what they do on another planet. I learned what the Andromedans do. Oh, it's not aliens, it's just people. Okay? It's just people like us. This is wisdom. A council of the wisest of the wise, the sages, okay, chosen by the people that only make decisions that benefit the people, that care, like your parents. And there's a video explaining that more in detail, okay? And lastly, an unlimited amount of money used by the council to pay for everything, okay? Because money now is just numbers in a computer. We have a fiat system, folks. It's just numbers in a computer. No more taxes or tyranny of want or suffering. So, folks, that's it. I'm offering you betterment. This is better. How's it going to be done? I don't know. Whether you like it or not, okay, I don't care if it fucks with your belief system. It's whatever you believe. You know what caused all the tyranny on this planet? Belief systems, right? Just like, right? Catholicism, right? It's a belief, right? Well, why doesn't anybody research it? Everybody kills everybody in the name of God. Oh, I'm going to kill you. Have you forgotten about this? Oh, okay. And then what about Islam? Okay, yeah. In 1625, a prophet, a guy named Muhammad, said, and then he created this, pulled it out of his ass. Okay, and it's the most controlling belief system on the planet. Okay, and he said, and then I showed in the other video. It says that he was bent on religious conquest. You accept my belief or you die, right? Okay. There it is, folks. Tangible evidence. The pyramid within stone. What do you want to do? I don't know. I already spent time and $8,000 and I'm just offering it. So here it is, folks. Please tell people, tell your friends, suggest it. You know what? And then people say to me, tell a school teacher, tell someone in the, right, a university, a scientist, a teacher, right, a professor. Tell them what I did. Show them, okay? Don't wait. That's right. Don't waste your time or do waste your time, okay? Because that's all I fucking get. I'm not going to waste my time.